a.m., I'm in the middle of nowhere, I'm at a gas station, I'm the only person here. Like, you have to be situationally aware. So the next stage is recognizing the threat, seeing that it's there. Potential, it doesn't have to be a real threat. I'm sorry, if you insult somebody because you look at them and you don't like the way they look, if you see me in my beard and you go, that dude is no good, so what? Protect yourself, right? Look at the situation, and if your little spidey senses go off, period, that's it, that's good enough. You don't need to rationalize anything as far as that goes, but recognizing the threat. So now you see somebody and you go, not quite sure about that person, and what you need to do is you need to make eye contact with them so they know you know, right? You don't want to do the, all right, I'm going to pretend he's not there, right? You're sending the wrong signals, right? At that point, he knows that's a victim, right? That's a potential victim for you if he's a bad person. But if you make eye contact with somebody, if you look them right in the eye, right? And then, yeah, even if you have to give him one of those, right? You gotta give him crazy eye, you gotta give him the look, you gotta give him the what are you looking at, you know, if you have to, or just make eye contact. Right? At that point, if a normal person's in a situation, oh, he might have averted his own eyes, oh, made eye contact, all right, I wasn't really, didn't mean to be looking, right? But if he still comes at you, that point's the next phase, so doesn't care about the eye contact, he's still approaching you. At that point, you need to back up, right? You need to make it clear, you know what, hey, can you go the other way, right? Whatever you need to do, or say, hey, asshole, leave me alone, right? If there's no encounter, you don't know what he wants, well, who cares, right? You know what you want to be safe. The guy could have been a Jehovah's Witness and just wanted to share a pamphlet with but who cares, right? You don't want to find that out at the wrong time, right? So now you've told the guy, hey, get out of here, asshole, leave me alone, and he still keeps coming. So now he doesn't care. You're situationally aware, you've made the eye contact, you've made your intent known, you're backing away. Dude, hey, and at this point, you have to realize that there's going to be an encounter. So I have to be prepared for it. I have to base. I have to prevent him from doing, help me, this guy's attacking me, whatever it is. Whatever I need to do to make sure he doesn't think, because he wants to, whatever he wants to do, I'm going to keep basing, I'm going to scream, I'm going to yell, I'm going to make a scene. He doesn't want the scene.
And I don't want to fight either.
People that prey, they want easy prey, right? They're not going after you as a woman because this is going to be a really tough fight and this is going to be difficult for me. Because they've thought in their head this will be easy. I'm a predator. I'm a piece of shit, right? I'm going to go. So the more difficult you make, at this point when you start yelling and screaming, hope maybe the guy breaks off at that point, right? And that's the goal. And if not, you have to be able to base yourself. You have to be able to put your butt on the ground. And now you're going to start your attacks with your legs from the ground, if you have to, right? And so the most, at its most basic, as people, I'm going to say as women, but as people, you're your own best advocate. If you don't have a good feeling about something, that's enough. I mean, I see all the time my wife, we'll have like a service guy come to the house, and she takes one look at the guy and says, I'm not comfortable with him. That's good enough for me. That dude's not coming back to us. I don't care if he's the nicest guy in the world and teaches t-ball on the weekends to, what have you, and volunteers all the time. My wife's spidey senses went off. Good enough, period. You don't have to justify any of that. You don't have to feel like, oh, I'm judging this guy, or, maybe I'm being unfair. Who cares? It's you. It's your safety. That trumps everything. You know what I mean? You make an uncomfortable situation for a total stranger. Who cares? You went home safe, And so you get, part of us, and societally, we want to, we teach people be nice and be friendly and do all these things and don't judge and don't do that. But if you're in a situation where it's just you and your safety, that's got to come first, no matter the situation, right? And if you insult somebody along the way, you know what, that happens. But to go, I'm just going to go along, oh, this guy's probably nice, and next thing you know, he's in your face, like, oh, crap. I let 5 things happen, like the whole series of things of being aware, making eye contact, letting your intentions be known. Oh, I didn't do anything until he put hands on me. Crap. I have 4 things before that I could have gone through to defend myself before he put hands on me, right?
Yeah, nobody means to get attacked, but if you do get attacked, chances are if you step back and looked at what happened, there was probably a spot at which you could have recognized it sooner and done something about it. In the end, it still might have happened, but you would have seen 5 steps already. So you would have been aware, you would have made eye contact, you would have told him to back off, he would have come and grabbed you, you would have sat on your butt and you would have kicked him and he still would have beat you up. But you still saw everything happening, and because of your work, some people were able to, excuse me, because of your work, you were able to delay the guy by a minute or so, enough for where Michael to see what's going on and come there and help. Whereas if you didn't do all that, you would have been gone in that white panel van and we would have never seen you again.
Has anybody here scuba dive? Anyone ever scuba dive? Okay, so one of the things they teach you when you scuba dive, and I've lived this because I've almost drowned. It would have been a great vacation for my wife after that, but I didn't drown. No, so I almost drowned, and what they tell you when there's a drowning with scuba diving, there was a series of events, a series of things, a series of failures that happened right up to the moment that you drowned. So in this case, there were all these people we were scuba diving, not scuba diving, we were snorkeling, okay? It was maybe 20 feet of water. There were all these people who are trying to get on the boat at the same time. And when you get on the boat, you're supposed to secure yourself on the boat, then take your gear off, put it up, and then get yourself up. But because everybody was crowding, I took my gear off, not touching the boat. Then another boat came by and made a wave. Then my wife was struggling, so I'm holding my wife up. I'm holding my flippers. I don't have my snorkel. I'm holding the camera. I get her on. I'm exhausted at this point. I'm still trying to hold on to the things. I have booties on that I shouldn't have had because you can't tread water in booties. You just can't do it, right? And I was wondering, and the guy in the boat looked at me and goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes." He looks at me again. I said, "No, I'm not okay." And I let go of everything. And he jumped in the water. And had another wave gone over my head, that would have been it for me. But if I had to look back at that situation and go, there were 6 things that went wrong that I could have avoided up into that moment. It wasn't the moment the last wave went over my head. It was the 6 things before it. So it's the same concept. All the things you could have done leading up to the situation, you got to be aware of those things so that at least there are layers between you and a potential assault. Right? So we'll move on to the next thing. Okay?
So now the next thing, if you don't mind standing up, is if somebody's approaching you, the element of surprise is what you need, right? When you strike that person, because you may need to strike them, okay? So after we go over striking, we'll go over the break from the grips. But so hold on. So here's the thing. Use this hand. So here's the thing. When you slap somebody, it's not simply just simply hitting like that. Okay, that's not enough. You want to hit them in a way which destabilizes them and debilitates them. And what you're going to do is you're going to aim for the ears, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to turn your body this way, and this hand here is going to come, and you're going to. All right. So. Oh yeah. I mean, if you hit somebody, square in the ear, the force of the pressure in the ear will knock their equilibrium off. They will be down, and you can walk away as slow as you want, and they will not come after you. I mean, it'll be that bad. Okay? Do not try to punch somebody. Always slap, because when you slap them, it doesn't hurt. I mean, it'll hurt your hand like you clap something, but it won't hurt your hand like you break anything. All right? So just remember that. You got to think it's all in the hip. Okay? You guys watch Karate Kid?
Yes.
You know that whole thing? You know that little toy? That's what it is. It's just this. Just turn your body. See, if I'm turning my hips like this, you see that my arms are automatically swinging, right? And my arms are automatically swinging, and okay? So, right? And I want you to just think about the swing the hip, right? Notice how my feet are going like this and like this, okay? And when you come here, you're going to swing, and it's not a muscular swing, it's a leverage swing. You're just going to use your body, and then your hand will go with it.
And you point it like that.
Yeah. Okay? So, just somebody grab somebody.